John Brandon. The book is Ivory Shoals. Takes place in right at the end of the Civil War. So if you like reading things from bygone eras, you'll like it. I'm just gonna, every blurb or review has used the word adventure. So I'm just gonna lean into that a little bit. And I guess if you don't like adventure, this isn't for you. So with Ivory Shoals, Brandon successfully combines a coming-of-age adventure tale with a complex study of class and honor, all while reimagining a classic story of redemption. That's from an outfit called Volume 1 Brooklyn. Ivory Shoals is a bracing mix of Florida history and fleet adventure, livened with dry wit and a tender regard for its characters. That's the Tampa Bay Times. Very dry wit, bone dry. You'll love it. An adventure full of pluck and wonder, far-flung and unique, and yet uniquely, specifically American. That's Daniel Handler, better known as Lemony Snicket to some of you. What a grand adventure, beautifully told, marbled with wickedness and small miracles, glowing with heart. That's Jack Pendarvis. Okay, and then this next one's the New York Times, so they get a little more room because they're the New York Times. This is from the very beginning of the review. There is a moment in the middle of John Brandon's fetching new novel, you don't hear the word fetching a whole lot, Ivory Shoals, that might be the best depiction of a grand theft horse gone wrong in all of literature. Best depiction of a grand theft horse gone wrong in all of literature. That's great. The tertiary swamp dwellers, veterans, and country folk are rendered with considered depth, but it is Gussie's destination, his father's home, rife with many original and fraught relationships, that occasions the deeply moving conclusion to this beguiling book. Okay, I've got one here from Paget Powell. If you never heard of him, he's one of the more interesting thinkers. He's got a great book called The Interrogative Mood. He's over my head half the time, but I'll read this because it's interesting. John Brandon writes with a simple-looking declarative thrust that rarely permits subordination, or what Ian Fraser calls riders, and riders make for fey yammering. Brandon tells you what his characters want, and you want it too. The effect of this strong forward telling is not entertainment, not story, but hypnosis. Brandon does not yammer. You won't put the book down. You won't want it to end. Okay, this is the description. 12-year-old Gussie Dwyer, audacious, resilient, determined to adhere to the morals his mother instilled in him, undertakes to trek across the sumptuous yet perilous peninsula of post-Civil War Florida in search of his father, a man who has no idea of his son's existence. Gussie's journey sees him cross paths with hardened Floridians of every stripe, from the brave and noble to a bevy of cutthroat villains, none worse than his amoral shark of a half-brother. Will he survive his quest, and at what cost? Rich in deadpan humor as well as visceral details that illuminate a diverse cast of characters, the novel uncovers deep truths about family and self-determination as the reader tracks Gussie's dangerous odyssey out of childhood. Ivory Shoals is an unforgettable story from a contemporary master. I'm sure I'm almost out of time. I'll just put in at the end that my publisher is McSweeneys, an organization that exists to do little more than make the United States a better place. And I'm proud to write for them, and you should be proud to buy books from them. Thank you very much.